So you were not eased into the role. You were just.
I was not eased. I was straight away.
My bad, I just dropped it on him. It's not just individual work. You would probably work with other people and you need those social skills, be able to gel well with your co-workers or your clients.
Wait, hold on. Project Hail Mary.
No. This is a rage bait question.
No. I want to hear you out.
The only horror is that almost 2 hours that I spent in that cinema. Right, you guys know what CD? What is the movie that you enjoyed the most in IMAX? Please don't say Avatar, bro. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Claz'Talk. Right, along with me today, I've brought two very interesting guests. I've spoken to them a lot and we have a lot of back and forth going on, banters and things like that. So I just thought, why not bring them on the show and then allow them to share their perspective to all of you. So let me just throw the ball to them, allow them to introduce themselves. Let's start with Wen Loong.
Hello, my name is Wen Loong. I'm currently 21 years old. I am currently running a Silver Screen Society. Basically, it's a movie club. I usually suggest a genre every week, and we'll watch a movie by the end of the week, which is like every Friday. We usually watch a lot of fun movies or horror movies.
Yasin.
So, hey guys, my name is Yasin. I'm the former vice president of the student council, as well as head of the club and societies. I'm really into video games, drawing, and movies. And I'd say I'm a pretty easygoing guy.
What is your favorite game?
Favorite game?
Of all time?
Of all time? Sekiro.
Sekiro. I don't suck at it.
Sure. That's what they all say.
Alright guys, so in today's episode...
Wait.
What's up guys?
What's in front of us, man?
What's in front of us?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. Let me just give a very quick shout out and also our big gratitude for XP Pen for sponsoring today's video. And in front of me, you might be wondering, what is this colorful box, alright? It is Artist 16, the 3rd gen. This is a drawing tablet and serves as a second screen for you as well. Now, the fun part about this is that, hear me out, okay? There are customizable hotkeys and also rotating hotkeys. And if that is not enough for you, the pen comes magnetically attached. So if you guys are in the market looking for a brand new tablet and also, why not, a better second screen, do check them out. And once again, thanks and a very big shout out to XP Pen for sponsoring today's video. Okay, now we go into our session, alright? So first question to Wen Loong. Why and how did you get into the Silver Screen Society or the movie club?
Okay, funny story. This guy, he's just like, yo, I'm making a film, like a movie club. You want to join? I was like, just watch movies, that's it. Yeah, hell yeah. So I joined, and then he was like looking for vice president. I was first a vice president instead of like a straight president. I was a vice president to handle stuff, to help out the club basically. And then all of a sudden I landed on the president role, which is a tougher role. I had to take care of every single thing.
My bad, dog.
No, all good. Hey, at least the club is still alive.
So you were not eased into the role. You were just.
I was not eased. I was straight
kinda-
away.
It was just.
My bad, I just dropped it on him.
Yeah,
But out of everyone, he loved movies the most.
Yeah,
which
that
is
is true.
fair. Which is fair. So it was like I felt like a. Well, I don't know what's that god called, but that one god holding the whole world. Yeah, it felt like that. So yeah.
That's your calling, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, basically running the whole club had there's the easy parts and then there's the hard part, which is like getting people to come to the activities.
Good. Now we will move on to Yasin. Yasin, what made you to start the movie club? Because clearly earlier you said that you were overseeing this entire clubs and societies in our college, correct?
I just wanted to enjoy watching movies in my free time as a way to de-stress from whatever work I found stressful. But then I thought, why not extend it to the other students as a way, sometimes, going to the cinema can be quite expensive, especially there's a lot of movies you're looking forward to. So I thought, okay, let me create a club, a place for them to just relax, not worry about their assignments, just watch movies for free.
Yeah. This can be a little shout out to our college because we feature 100-inch LED screen on our college, and that is crystal clear, 4K by the way. So once you have all this tech with you, and you have, amazing sound system as well in our college, with you having all this, utilities, I believe also why not? So this is one thing. Now we move on to Wen Loong again. Wen Loong, running a club is definitely no easy feat, right? You can give me a little bit of just not for me, for everyone else, right? How difficult it is to lead, and what is particularly the challenges that you face that you think might be a little bit tasking?
Tasking part is mainly to get members to actually attend the activities, because after all, everyone's timetable is
very different.
Yeah, very different. Obviously, some people wouldn't want to come all the way from Kajang, which I've heard, which is I kind of understand, considering I'm also coming from a really long way, but I could do it. Why not you?
Yasin, with what Wen Loong has shared, right, as someone who has overseen clubs and societies and all, why do you think the students should come and join and partake in extracurricular activities?
You get to connect with other people. You never know, you might make really good friends, and those friends themselves might turn into future business partners.
Yes.
And as well as it, again, back to the question you mentioned, just shows your employer or potential employer that they have an active lifestyle, that they're just not just focused on their work and just like a workaholic, nothing going on. It's like a boring lifestyle.
Yeah,
I get it.
We are not condemning anyone for having.
I used to be like that. Just okay, I just want to do my work. I just want to get this done and over with. Just to myself, I feel damn, there's really nothing going on in my life right now.
Yeah, but I also feel if you were to, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you were to join, clubs and societies, right? Let's just say I love to watch movies also. I don't know who has similar interests with me. I genuinely believe if I were to join a club like this, then I feel I can find people with
depending on the size of the club, 5-10 people.
That is great already. Now let's just say, watch party, ma.
Yeah, true.
So we can do watch parties, going that was one way for you to garner friends.
Yeah.
And there's also another way for you to find people who share similar interests. That is, I think, one of the most important part also. To recap back what you said, right? Employers nowadays, they look for these qualities. Could you elaborate a little bit more on your understanding on why do you think employers nowadays, they are scouting for this?
It's not just individual work. You would probably work with other people, and you need those social skills, be able to gel well with your co-workers or your clients, so you could deliver them the best product you can manage to make.
In a studio, then don't you think so? Wen Loong, you're taking animation, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wen Loong is taking animation. Yasin is taking concept design. Concept art. Wen Loong, care to elaborate a little bit on what animation course is and what do you predominantly do?
It's a ginormous group project that takes 3 semesters to finish up.
3?
Yeah, 3 semesters.
That is a year, right?
Wow.
That is a year. Technically a year.
Yeah, so there's 3 different phases. There's first phase is basically storyboarding, all that concept stuff. Basically, it's preparing the stuff to use in the next production. One of my roles is rigging the models and stuff to make it work for animators.
Yasin, a little bit on concept art.
So on concept art, a lot of the work is visualizing our ideas and enhancing our visual library. But the main work is you get a brief and you need to use that short brief to create different variations of that brief. It could be a character.
Yeah.
And then after that, after finalizing the design, then you would need a layout. Usually it's just the main character, the focus is the character, and then the rest is just filler.
Yeah. Even with both of you, I feel you guys can work hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Concept artist.
But a lot of it is okay, here's the idea. The concept artist
correct.
make the idea come to life.
Yeah.
So then we give it onwards to the 3D modelers. They make it come to they send it to an actual model. And then if there's animating, they'll send it to the animators. Or there's any any artwork, they'll send it to them.
Yeah. So here itself, you can see there's much of collaboration happening, right? Now let's just say you lack all these skills, all these necessary ones, that is when I say it is the best time for a person who does not know where to start. Then
Started by like joining clubs.
correct. You know, it's like you start by a small step. You can meet like-minded people. From there, you grow, you move into a lot of different things. From there, you will see all of a sudden, if you look back, you might find yourself in a completely different spot. Like, even for you, right? As in, like you mentioned earlier, like when you first entered college, right? Care to elaborate a little bit on?
I definitely just wanted, I just want to learn how to like learn art, get into concept, and just be done with it. Never thought I'd join the council. Never thought I'd start my own club.
Yeah, so now that you think about it, it is kind of absurd, right?
But I don't regret it. I just made a lot of cool friends. Have a lot of people I have like a lot in common with. And again, just like different groups of people, I can just, I want to talk about games with this. I got one group for that. About art, another group.
How long, when you were in high school and all, have you ever thought that you would be leading a movie club in your college? In your wildest dream?
No. Never in my day, bro. I never thought about like, one day where we run a club. No, never. I thought it would be like just doing my assignments and like, playing games, all that. But now I'm here running a club.
But that is cool. Like, no matter how you look at it, right? You come in with a completely different thought, then you end up in this position right now. Now, it is criminal to have 3 movie buffs in the same building but not talk about some movie stuff, right? Opinions might differ, all right? This personal stand, all right?
We're having a healthy conversation.
It's going to be a healthy one. So let's, the booming topic right now that everybody is talking about, and recently I even saw a post that this movie grossed $1 million in our local cinema.
3 million, I think.
3 million, yeah, that's
3
crazy.
million,
The other day I saw a poster for 1, now it's 3, okay. So yeah, the elephant in the room, it is back rooms, right? Back rooms. Okay, let's go with the movie club president first. Wen Loong, share your thoughts about this movie.
I think it is one of the most perfect like horror films.
One of the most perfect horror films.
Okay,
carry on. Carry on.
This is my opinion. Okay.
Okay.
I may not be like a huge horror guy. For me, the story was like very well done. Instead of just like talking about the back rooms, it has a different story to like the characters.
All right, bro, continue. Keep going.
So basically, like, it's not just literally about the back rooms. It's talking about a guy who's literally struggling with his life and who may have potentially might have done something he shouldn't have. It explores more than just the room, the back rooms. And that's what I like about the characters in the movie. It doesn't just talk about the main thing. And like the music is very nice. The way they have like a fixed camera to like have you
No, bro, I'm just wondering if you and we both saw the same movie. Cause carry on, bro. Finish your narrative.
The fixed camera, like static, they call it static, to like have like the character from the right move to the left, and then it's like there's potentially something coming out from the left, which is like a very, very like scary part.
That's a classic camera trick, no?
Yeah. It was just like nowadays not much films does it. Not much film does it, so that's why I like it. Maybe I haven't watched too many films lately, but that's my opinion. So
okay, all right.
Let's jump to Vean here.
First and foremost, for me, I felt like the movie was a little bit awkward. Awkward in the sense where I completely agree with your part where you said that it explores more than backrooms. It also explores the struggle of that guy, right? That is good. But when it gets to the whole backroom part, it just feels very out of place. Like there's a lot of things that they're trying to say, but they're also trying to be very subtle about it. Like the struggle, the things, they are not like pick a struggle, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to pick one and then like at least focus on one thing. All of a sudden, it's getting extremely uncomfortable. But I understand that is the whole
the
reason. This is what they want you to feel. They want you to feel uncomfortable. And I don't agree. One part that I don't agree is that it's not a horror movie at all. it can be classified as a psychological thriller. Horror, the only horror is that almost 2 hours that I spent in that cinema hall. That is horrific, bro, for me. Okay, movie buffs everywhere, okay? Favorite movie of all time. It can be from any language, this one. Favorite movie of all time.
When I was younger, it was the Star Wars trilogy. The original Star Wars trilogy.
Okay.
But recently, I'd have to say it's the Godfather trilogy.
Recently, it's the Godfather.
Yeah.
I still have not seen that one yet.
Because now,
The Godfather
my
trilogy,
brain,
right, yeah.
my brain has developed. I'm like, they're both really good movies, but I think now I enjoy the Godfather more.
Me? Superman 2035. Directed by James Gunn. Okay.
Why?
Because like it tells you that you don't have to be like a broody man. You can show who you are. Show your true self. Because everyone is just human. He is showing the point that he is one of them. He's
trying to blend well in.
Yes, he's not just an alien who's like a godlike power. He is trying to be like them, to be with them,
to fit in, to gel well with everyone. Yeah. Okay.
So that's like one of the.
But that is like anything else that you think belongs in your top pick.
Ooh, the first slam dunk.
The first?
The first slam dunk. It's a
Slam dunk.
animated-
Yeah.
Even though like I didn't like watch the whole slam dunk series, I still like the film a lot because like it explains a lot about like why people like basketball.
You watch basketball? No, you.
No. I watch MMA.
Same. Yeah. Him and I, we share the same interest. UFC.
No,
Yeah. Say it out. Your best fighter. Your best fighter.
Yesterday
Yeah.
was so depressing.
What fight? You have to talk about
Pereira
it.
against Cyril fight.
Yes. Why? Scripted? Do you think it's scripted?
No, it has to be scripted. No way. No
So,
way.
but who's your
Scripted.
top fighter? Who's your
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski? All right. For me, I think it's more about favorite actor compared to like favorite movie because whatever this actor acted in, it influenced my childhood a lot. It's Jim Carrey.
That's fair.
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey like really influenced my childhood. I used to have this CD. Right, you know, you guys know what CD?
Yeah, we're not
Of
that
course,
CD
bro,
player.
of
Yes.
Not that young. Come on, man.
CD player, yeah. But last time there was the CD, so you know, I used to watch his movie called Ace Ventura,
Oh, yeah.
Pet Detective.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the movie?
I've seen that, I've seen
Yeah.
it, I've seen it,
Oh
yeah.
my god,
Dude,
that's
I remember
my
watching that as a
favorite.
kid.
It is crazy,
It's
right?
crazy good.
It truly influenced my childhood a lot, and I just love Jim Carrey. And from there, then I slowly moved on to The Mask.
Ooh.
At that time, I feel like The Mask, as an student of animation, right? I think The Mask's animation in like the late 90s, right, has to be one of the best. The way they have animated the whole, like, you know, eyes popping out, tongue rolling out kind of thing, your heart pumping and all. At that moment, The Mask also truly influenced me. So yeah, Jim Carrey. So since we are on the movie topic, let me also ask you one question. What is the movie that you enjoyed the most in IMAX?
Probably.
Please don't say Avatar, bro. That is my
I did not
only-
watch Avatar.
Oh,
like the
thank
second
God.
film.
Thank God,
did
I
not
was
watch the
freaking out. I was like, no, please don't say
I'm
Avatar.
not, I
No,
don't
okay,
like the
no hate
second
to
film.
James Cameron.
I don't no hate. I do not like the second film.
Okay, good. Finally, one pace that we can agree on.
I don't like the second film.
I like the Avatar movies.
What the hell?
Really?
Okay, never
Okay.
mind.
Back to the topic. I think it was Superman, the last IMAX film that I watched. It was Predator Badlands. I watched it with him.
Oh.
It was also a really nice film.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I really
Honestly,
wanted to watch it, man, but I missed it.
Oh,
It's a
Predator
good,
Badlands.
it's a good Predator film.
Yasin?
In terms of IMAX, probably Oppenheimer. I enjoyed IMAX a lot, but I usually just stay standard like cinema, like just
Yeah.
2D.
Certain movies is better to enjoy in
If they're
IMAX.
filmed in IMAX, I will go out of my way to watch it in IMAX. But they're not.
Oppenheimer, yeah, I think Oppenheimer, because the way they shot it
Yeah.
and you know the cameras that they use, I think it's best
IMAX,
appreciated.
yeah, it's
IMAX.
IMAX cameras. Yeah.
Because Nolan being Nolan, the Odyssey is coming out. Are you
I'm
are you
super
looking
looking forward to it.
really?
Yes. I don't care what anyone says. I'll be the judge.
Different.
I'll be my own
You know,
judge.
I'm a big Nolan fan. Like I really love Nolan, but this is that one movie that I think
It'll be a flop.
we don't pray on that lah. You guys watch Nolan movies, right? What is your favorite? Yasin?
Inception.
Inception.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
For me, I know it's also a wild take. I really enjoyed Tenet. Because I think I've seen Tenet about 8 times in the cinema.
Really?
Yeah, I really love
That's
the
a
Tenet.
lot.
Because every time I rewatch it, right, I was learning something new in terms of the movie storyline plot. I'm saying that every time I was missing out a detail. I think 8-9 times if I'm not mistaken. The movie that I enjoyed the most in IMAX, try to guess. I would say one of the biggest movies.
These movies, like within this year,
Last year.
last year.
Last year.
2 movie brains bashing together. You guys must be able to figure this out. Okay, I would give you a hint. It's a sports movie.
Oh, F1.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
After the movie came out, F1 just blew up.
Yeah.
I think
True,
everybody
true,
started
true,
like
true,
those
true.
that did not even watch F1, they started going for like F1 like. And did you guys know that the whole F1 that they featured in the whole
It was
AP
part of
Apex?
the actual race.
Yeah. So and Brad Pitt actually trained for it and everything. F1, I would say, it is the best movie that I've seen in IMAX because the way they shot it, the sound, the mixing, and the part that I missed was watching it in 4D.
Ooh.
Because that movie would have made perfect sense
Yeah,
to
you
watch.
watch it in 4D,
I watched
yeah.
Ghostbusters in 4D for no reason. I watched Ghostbusters in 4D.
Wasted
Yeah,
experience.
no, because you have to understand the movie. The Ghostbusters came out, right? And then like I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan,
Okay.
alright? So the Ghostbusters, the revamped one, this rebooted one came out, and then there's a lot of car chasing scenes. There's a lot of ghosts going around. There's a lot of smoke coming out. So I thought like, okay, why not? You know, then this movie would make perfect sense.
Okay.
But
No.
it sucked.
Oh damn.
It sucked. It like there's. So yeah, I don't want to go much into detail. I would just say that that was the worst pick. And then I think I watched Fantastic Beasts in 4D also. There's Harry Potter, there's Fantastic Beasts
The
World.
second one or the first one?
The second one, if I'm not mistaken. And I watched that in 4D. But then it completely skipped my mind to watch F1 in 4D. I think it would have.
I think it gave you a bad experience and you're like, never again.
Yeah. But I think F1 would have made the perfect sense as well. If GSE or TGV is planning to rerun this, right? I would
F1,
definitely would want to watch this in 4D. So yeah, I think we have summed up a lot of things today.
Wait, hold on. Project Hail Mary.
No.
Can you like give us a small brief of
It's
what
not
do you
really-
think about
Yeah,
the film?
what you think about it, man?
You guys share. What did you think about Project
I
Hail
think
Mary?
it's a very nice film.
Yeah,
that,
I loved it when I watched it.
yeah.
Why?
I loved the dynamic between Rocky and Grace. It was really like, it's nice.
Yeah.
It feels like I have like friendships like that. As well as I also like how they delivered a serious topic
Yeah.
that their world was gonna end.
This is where Vean comes in. Yeah.
Let's see
Go
his
on.
opinion.
I genuinely feel like this is a rage bait question.
No. I want to hear you out. We want to hear you out.
How long you enjoyed the movie as well?
Yeah, I enjoyed
Yeah?
the movie.
Why?
Mainly because like it's very simplified. Everything's simplified. Even though like topic is literally about world ending, right?
Yeah.
They managed to make it like fun to watch instead of like stressed out, sweating like, oh my god, are they gonna survive? Are they gonna make it out alive or whatnot? That's probably the main reason why I like it a lot.
Okay. Good. I think we can just leave it at that. That you guys enjoy them.
We're missing 1%. Come on.
All right, guys. Honestly speaking, all right, I would say that movie. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I genuinely think that movie is one of the lowest rated movie for me personally in my filmography. I would rate that movie at one of the lowest, mainly because clearly like what you guys enjoyed, right, is what I didn't enjoy. I genuinely believe the connection between the alien and the human, all that part, that was nice. But I just felt like it was too childish, the movie. They made it too simplified. As someone, because I'm not a very big space odyssey exploration, I'm not a very Star Trek, Star Wars kind of guy. But I really enjoyed Interstellar. Hence why I said I'm a very big Nolan fan. Like I've seen all of his movies and I really understand the meaning behind it. So I wanted a little bit more on world detailing. But I really understand why you guys enjoyed it. Because the whole Rocky situation, right? I felt like that was cute. Yeah, that was cute. That was nice. Different take on alien encounters. Finally, not one alien that will be eating us up. Not trying to eat us, but trying to be our friend. So yeah, it is. That part was nice, but other than that, man, Ryan Gosling really has to switch up his acting, bro. He looks the same. He looks the same in every single movie.
I mean,
Ryan Gosling will never watch this, so I can say this safely.
Honestly, he picks a specific role. That's why I can say.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed his last movie called The Fall Guy. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think we have spoken a lot today. Everyone, especially given the industry's requirement nowadays, you should be having a little bit of more experience other than just your hard skills. You must have soft skills, and this is where you develop your soft skills. So on that note, I have been your host Vean, and along with me I have had...
I'm Yasin.
Yeah?
I'm Wen Loong.
Yes, my two very debating buddies over here that we are. I really hope that you guys will enjoy the episode this time. Alright, I'll be starting a very new thing for all of you. We have our amazing sponsor XP Pen, so along with the support, this time around the top 10 to 15 comments, let's make it 10, alright? Let's make it more exclusive. Top 10 comments, they will be getting an exclusive merchandise from XP Pen from us, alright?
That's actually crazy.
Not just that, okay? Next week onwards, the funniest comment or the funniest take on this whole episode, I'll be reading it out at the beginning of the episode.
You're gonna be featured.
So the funniest comment, not mean, okay? Mean it doesn't mean funny, right? The funniest comment, I'll be reading the comment out in the starting of the next episode. And with that being said, again, guys, once again, thank you so much for joining in the second episode of Claz'Talk podcast. Remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe and share it with your friends and families, right, guys?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Totally, man. Come on.
Okay, so like, share, and subscribe to our college channel, and our next episode will be coming out very soon. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure to click the bell icon if you want to be notified for your next coming episodes. With that, I've been your host Vean, and catch you in the next one. Ta-ta!
Like and subscribe.
Yay!